Maharashtra's Latur district, what first looked like a tragic accident has unfolded into one of the most shocking insurance fraud and murder cases in recent memory. A burnt car, a charred body, and a man who was supposed to be dead but was still sending messages from his phone. While police and family members believed he had died in a fire, someone was receiving his text sent after the car had been set on fire and a burnt body had already been discovered. That one detail would later expose an entire plan, but at first glance it looked like another unfortunate road tragedy in rural Maharashtra. Very quickly, investigators realized this was not just an accident, it was a story of debt, deception, and a carefully staged death. So the questions become unavoidable. If he was dead, who was sending those messages? Whose body was found inside that burnt car, and how far can a person go when debt turns into desperation? Well, hi, this is Khatija and you're watching Lokmat Times. Today we are talking about the Latur insurance fraud and murder case that has shocked Maharashtra. But before we dive in, do subscribe and press the bell icon for all the latest updates. Now let's understand this case clearly step by step. This incident goes back to the night of December 13, 2025. A man named Ganesh Gopinath Chauhan, around 35 years old, was driving near Latur. Chauhan worked as a loan or recovery agent, and according to police, he was under serious financial pressure. He was struggling with debts of nearly rupees 57 lakhs. 3 years earlier, he had taken a term life insurance policy worth rupees 1 crore. Investigators believe that over time, this policy stopped being protection and started looking like an escape route. That night, Chauhan met a 50-year-old man, later identified by police as Govind Kishan Yadav. Yadav was drunk and looking for a lift. He asked to be dropped near Osa or a nearby local landmark. Chauhan offered him alcohol and food during the journey, which further impaired him. What police allege happened next is deeply disturbing. Investigators say Chauhan needed a body, someone who could be passed off as him. According to police, he placed Yadav in the driver's seat, fastened the seat belt so he could not escape, and then set the car on fire. At or near the scene, Chauhan allegedly left behind personal items such as bracelets, so that the burnt body would be assumed to be his. The very next morning, December 14, police received information about a burnt car with a charred body inside in a remote area linked to Osa Tehsil in Latur district. The car was known to be used by Chauhan. Naturally, people assumed the worst. Even his family believed that Ganesh Chauhan had died in a tragic fire accident. Early reports treated it as a fatal incident involving a recovery agent, but police were not fully convinced. There were inconsistencies how the car was burnt, the position of the body, and other details that didn't match a typical accident. Investigators started digging deeper. They checked vehicle record, Chauhan's financial background, and his phone activity. And this is where the case took a dramatic turn without any drama at all, just facts. While everyone believed Chauhan was dead, he was actually alive on the run. Report says he travelled from Latur towards Kolhapur and then moved towards the coastal belt of Sindhudurg district. He used a new SIM card to avoid easy tracking, but he made one critical mistake. He sent messages to his girlfriend from this new number. After the car had been set on fire and then the body burnt had already been discovered. He sent messages to his girlfriend from this new number after the car had been set on fire and the burnt body had already been discovered. When police questioned her, she showed those messages to them. Their timing immediately raised red flags and completely shattered the theory that Chauhan had died in the fire. Using call detail records and location data, police traced the movement of the new number. Within a short time, around a day after the burnt car was found, authorities tracked Chauhan down in Sindhudurg district and took him into custody. During interrogation, according to multiple reports, Chauhan confessed to the plan. Police say he admitted to luring an intoxicated stranger, using him as a body double, burning him alive inside the car and staging the scene so that his family could later claim the rupees 1 crore insurance payout to clear his debt. The victim has been identified by police as Govind Kishan Yadav, though detailed forensic confirmations like DNA tests have not been widely mentioned in public reports so far. A murder case has been registered against Ganesh Chauhan under Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code, along with other sections related to destructions of evidence and related offences. He has been arrested and the investigation is ongoing. Well, there is no information yet about a completed trial or conviction. This case from Latur is not just about insurance fraud or financial stress, it is about how crushing debt and greed can strip away basic humanity. One man trusted a stranger for a lift and lost his life. Another tried to erase his problems by erasing someone else's existence. Behind the headlines about a 1 crore rupees policy and a staged death lies a simple, horrifying truth. An innocent man paid the ultimate price for someone else's escape plan.